Okay, I got a video I want to make here on well, it's kind of more like a presentation of my work here with the lamps that I've been working on. And, well, I found two lamps here. These are the two that somebody got rid of. I'm going to test out the bulbs that came with them. I doubt they work, but somebody thought that these lamps did not work anymore and threw them away, and as you can tell, the plastic's pretty worn out and everything's pretty messed up, but these, I'm pretty sure, will still work, even though they look pretty bad, because they're the same fixture lamps that I've been working on myself for the last few weeks here. This was my first one, which was this stand-up one here. This is not the original bulb I first used. The original bulb I used was a smaller one like this. But these smaller ones, as you can see, even from these ones, is probably why the bulbs probably don't work, because they're probably burned out, because these are too small of bulbs for these fixtures. So I wouldn't be surprised if these bulbs didn't work, like I found with these lamps. But I'm going to try them out, see if they work, but I got two others if they don't. But if you put a bulb like this one on there, this bigger one, this size, then it doesn't burn the gas and like they do in the smaller ones, and the resistance is a little higher since there's more surface area and the vacuum to send the current through. So you get less heat because there's more resistance. You got to use a little bit more power, but the bulbs last longer. They don't burn out. Okay, so I got my grid, my batteries over here. Let's see here. You gotta turn this on, and then plug. I was gonna just use this. See, this lamp right here is the one lamp that I haven't taken apart, because it's I know what's inside it already. It has these kind of I'm not sure what these are called. I've been calling them capacitors, but there might be a coil of wire in there, and it might be the same thing as this, but it just has a metal plate over the coil of wire, and you can't see it. So these might be the same thing. This coil here and this. Well, I thought it was just a stack of metal, but there might be copper wiring underneath that plate, since I looked at it a little bit more closely during my work here. But anyway, these two things might be the same. But this lamp right here has two bulbs in it. Usually any lamp like this that's made out of these fluorescent tubes usually only has one of them, and this was the only one that had two. And it was to my surprise that it was built the same way, with the same concept. Or I'm pretty sure there's two of these, or one big one of those in this base unit here, and it acts just like these other ones do when you start it up, but you're lighting up two lamps instead of just one. Okay, so I'm gonna plug into the inverter here. You can do it with one hand, right? There we go. Okay, so this is giving power to the lamp and to the plug that's in the back of it too. There's also a plug in the back that allows for more power to be tapped, which was a good idea. You know, they did it in these. Whoever threw these away too, they did that same thing. See, the light takes up a plug, but then the light also gives you another one, so you don't end up with I've been having the problem of needing more power strips and more plug. You know, I've been counting the plugs that I've been using, and I've used like over 20 of them now, or 25 or something plugs. And if the stuff that I used had another outlet like this, like they do with these older lamps, then every time you plug in something, it always has another outlet here, so you never run out of outlets. You can just plug into the spare, outlet that whatever you plugged in lasts, or something. I wouldn't have these problems of running out of outlet plugs to use. So here is the dual lamp. This thing's pretty cool. I like this one. See, there we go. Pretty much stays put wherever I put it too. Like, I can put it here. I can move this thing like pretty much like, oh, this thing is really cool, man. It was a good score. It's really big and it moves around, and it's made with these same parts. Just two of them, I think. It's a dual coil base. Hence, that's why there's the two bulbs in here. See, look, there's not one of them didn't even light up. There we go. Now they're both lit. Okay, so this can be really tall. See, look, it's taller than my stand-up lamp, and this is like 22 inches or something like that. But I like this stand-up one too. See, this one. See, oh, I gotta plug this stuff in now. See, now that I have power to the lamp over here, I got it plugged in. I have a power strip plugged into the back of the lamp, so now I can plug more lamps in. See, there's my stand-up lamp now. So what I like having this on my desk, so I have this light here kind of reflecting off the ground, and then it reflects off the ground onto the ceiling, or you could have more lights reflecting from the ceiling downward. But I like this stand-up tube lamp because it bounces the light off of all of the walls, and it's the only type of bulb that I can stand looking at and not having it hurt my eyes like incandescent lamps do, because the sharpness of the glare of light from those incandescent bulbs, it's like looking at a tiny source of light that's really bright, and it kind of hurts your eyes. So you have to have lamp shades over everything, and you have to block the light. It's like, I didn't see any sense in that, blocking the light that you're trying to emit light, but then at the same time you're trying to block it because it's too bright. So I like these because I can look at it and my eyes are fine. It's just like a nice soft light, and it still lights up everything clear as far as I'm concerned. If you need something brighter than that, then obviously you need something bigger or brighter. But this is just for, like, having your living space light. This isn't searchlight stat. If you need more light than this, then you're really searching for something. You might need a searchlight. There's one thing I wanted to go over about my my ham radio that I got. I've been kind of frustrated with the how cheap some of these parts are. I mean, this was what's inside the handheld. By the look of it on the outside, it looked like this thing's kind of sophisticated and a good new piece of technology. But when I opened it up, first of all, the mic, I was having trouble being heard. Everybody told me my mic sounded like it was really low audio. So when I took it out, that's how big the mic was. It was that tiny hole right there. I mean, the mic was really small. I mean, this is like a little handheld, something you get from the sporting goods store that goes only like, a quarter mile or whatever. And this is the mic that it had in it, and it's a lot bigger than the one that came. It's even bigger than the one that came in this expensive, multi-$100 radio. And this looks like something that, this is like a flimsy circuit board that like I took out of a remote control car that only cost $12. I had a small little circuit board like this that had hardly, and what, see, I tried to take the little mic and replace it with the bigger mic. See, look, this is the microphone, a speaker microphone that comes out of a telephone. You see how big it is? I was using this one for a little while right here, but the wires and the soldering and everything that they did on here was so cheap that this thing was just too big, and it just yanked the solder right off. And the same thing happened to this too. This is just the toggle on and off switch right here. These wires are so thin and so little that you just move them back and forth a couple of times and they just pop right off. And it's just like it's a hassle to try to solder them back on. It's ridiculously, cheap. I mean, this kind of equipment should be made better than this. I mean, you're spending hundreds of dollars on a ham radio, and you get something like, you get out of a $12 remote control car. So now I gotta buy another mic, because this thing is just, you can't be heard on that thing. It's too soft. So, yeah, this is one thing about Yaesu transceivers is their audio sucks. But their distance and their transmissions are pretty good, so this unit right here is good. Just the microphone parts that came with it are shitty. So, okay, I'm done with my complaining. Sorry about that. It's just, it's so frustrating when you're working on custom projects and you're held back by the parts being cheap or by somebody else designing it in a really bad way, so you can't take something apart and rebuild it in a better way. That's what I've been trying to do. All these parts that have been customly made to fit only their stuff. It's just so stupid. It's like a phone charger. Oh, there's so many different phone chargers out there, and it's just every single one of them have copper wire in them, and they're just connecting to copper wire to another set of copper wire. It's all, every single one is doing the same thing. So I don't get it, and people don't realize that all this copper wire underneath all of this insulation cover up. Anyway, I got something I wanted to show here. This is just something I built for fun, just when I'm hanging out listening to music, I guess. This is it's one of those ring fluorescent tube lamps with an AC current motor, fan motor. And what I did is I took the fan and I turned it upside down and I put it on upside down, and I took a smaller fan here and I put it right side up, so when it spins it doesn't blow. The smaller fan kind of cancels out the air trying to flow, so it kind of it doesn't blow that much air. So this is just kind of like something for show that I use when I listen to music. I don't know. I guess I got my radio here. I guess see if there's any good songs on. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my friend's game. Hello, I can take some pro wings, make them cool as hello. So sneakerheads to be like, oh, you got the bill, bro. Yeah, so, well, this was originally going to be made for my friend's spinning table. Like, he was going to spin records or have his turntables, and he was going to have this kind of like, it's more for show to see the shadows of something spinning, but I don't know. It's just, I thought it was kind of cool, just have like a, this ring here with the AC motor. This is a really cool motor. I like the way this motor is designed. It has coils all wound into different sets that form a ring. It's not an AC motor like this one. This one's kind of an AC motor and an induction motor. It's got coils in the router. This one has no coils in the router and no commutator. It's just electricity and alternating current spinning a metal wheel. So it was one of Tesla's inventions. So I like it. See, so it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to watch the shadows and listen to music. Anyway, it's not really all that special, but I thought it was kind of fun. And if your power goes out and you don't have internet and you don't have anything else to do besides listen to music, it's kind of better than just watching the wall. You get to watch something spin while you listen to music. So, alright, well, I'm going to see if these lamps work here. And if they don't, I'm pretty sure they do work, and whoever threw them away probably didn't know how to turn them on. Or something. Whoever threw them away probably didn't know how to use them. Because I bet anything they work. I haven't tried them yet, though. We'll see. Let's see, alright. Plug this in. Okay, this bulb's in there. Nothing. Nothing out of this one. Let's get this bulb out of here. Maybe this is why he threw these away. You can't get the bulb out without busting it. Come on, baby. There we go. Got it. Jeez. A little rusty, man. Wow. These things must have been left outside or something. Alright, well that bulb's out. Wow. This thing is so peppered. Yeah, it's got the same parts though. It's got the same stack of metal. It's the only difference is it has a little extra plug, which is I think is a great idea. They should make that mandatory for everything that you plug in. And everything you plug in should have an extra plug with it, so you never have to use up all your plugs in the wall and you constantly have to buy power strips and more power outlets just to use more stuff. Okay. I guess I should try this bulb. I'm just gonna get the new bulbs. Yeah, I don't think these work. Okay. Okay. Let's try a bulb that I know works. Come on, baby. Oh, did I put that in the wrong spot? I think I might have put it in the wrong. There we go. Is that going to spin now? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, there it's coming on. Boom! See? Yeah, I knew these things would work. Bam. Alright. The guy probably was pushing the button and nothing was happening. He's probably going like, oh man, these things aren't turning on. Oh, it did. Well, wow, look at that. It did turn on with one push. I guess you have to push it a bunch of times maybe. Yeah. You just hold it and then, yeah, just like my other lamps, just like this one. All these old style lamps that charge up like this, man, are the ones that are gold. They last forever. Alright, well that one of them works. Man, by the look of this thing, you would think it wouldn't work, man. This thing looks like it was left out in the weather. Bulbs included. Okay. Alright, we got one more here to try out. There it goes. Look at that. See, they both work. The guy probably threw them away, or whoever threw them away didn't know how to use them. Okay, cool. Well, alright, I got two more fixtures, just like the ones that I've been working on. These are not easy to find, even though they sell lamps fixtures at these sizes, but I don't think they have these same parts in them anymore. I think they put a bunch of random little BS parts that'll that'll break. You know what I'm talking about? Like this thin, very thin wires that just snap right off at the drop of a dime. Versus, you know, these these are not thin. These are the size of the wires that plug into the wall, and they are the same thickness the entire way. There's no BS like they do with all this. I mean, yeah, we do need these smaller parts and components and stuff, but the thin wires and the poor connections that they do with the solder, I mean, that's all automated with machines and computers, and they just do a really crummy job. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to probably take these plastic fixture apart, because this is the way the lamps looked like. Pretty much every one that I had to rebuild, they all looked really crummy and old like this. Like, luckily they survived, or else I wouldn't have them. But yeah, so now I'm gotta take all this old plastic off and get just these main pieces out, and fix up another type of fixture, maybe something like my stand-up one. The only lamp that I did not touch is this one. This is the only one that I probably will never ever take apart. Maybe if I'm on my 90-year-old birthday or whatever, when I'm really old, I might think about it just out of curiosity. But this is my main lamp that I like to use, because it stays put wherever I put it, and it has the style of fixture that I like, and it's just much better than something like that. You know what I'm saying? I like having something like this and something like this. It shines up around me, and this shines up below me, or wherever I want to shine, I move it to. And then I have these, these just for show and fun and tell. Not sure what I'm going to do with these other ones, though, that I found and I'm rebuilding. I'll have to figure out something. Maybe somebody else will want one of these. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one.